Just when we thought the Bennifer reunion spelled happily ever after, Ben Affleck is turning heads by cozying up to Jennifer Garner.
Affleck's addiction to alcohol sent him to rehab for the third time and put a strain on his personal life. In 2018, he was seen in this photo being driven to a treatment facility by his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. The 47-year-old calls his divorce from the actress, quote, "the biggest regret of my life."
Again, if you're sick of the same predictable gossip, buckle up. This time, the truth cuts deeper than any Hollywood headline. But here's the twist. This isn't just another rebound romance. Federal agents have reportedly discovered incriminating tapes linking J-Lo to Diddy's explosive scandal.
They go raid Puffy's house, and they get all these videos of J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that.
That's right. We're talking about FBI raids, secret recordings, and a mess so big it might have sent Ben running straight out of J-Lo's arms. Think it ends there? Not even close. Jennifer Garner, protective mom and Hollywood's quiet powerhouse, may have just given Ben an ultimatum. Cut ties with J-Lo before her name gets dragged into the courtroom drama.
There was a solid decade where there were 5 or 6 cars minimum, and easily up to 15 or 20 on the weekends outside of my house at all times. And looking back on that, I really feel the stress of it. I could cry talking about it.
Let's break down how this wild turn of events has everyone, especially J-Lo, reeling. Here's what we know so far. According to insider whispers, federal agents didn't just stumble upon random evidence, they struck gold. During the March raids on Diddy's properties, authorities reportedly unearthed tapes that could expose J-Lo to intense legal scrutiny. No one expected this. Suddenly, this isn't just a love story gone sour, it's a high-stakes game of reputational roulette. And guess who's caught in the crossfire? Ben Affleck. Insiders say that after hearing rumors about what might be on those tapes, he quietly slipped out of the lavish mansion he once shared with J-Lo. He didn't just leave, he seemed to run straight into the arms of Jennifer Garner.
It's a wedding, Dave. He's in a wedding. It's a wedding. He's not going to give up his wedding.
Whose wedding?
Benny. It's a wedding he's in.
The one person who understands him like no one else. It's as if the moment he sensed real trouble brewing, he chose safety, stability, and the familiar warmth of his old life over Hollywood's glitziest spotlight. Now, let's add another layer. Jennifer Garner isn't just passively watching this chaos unfold. Known for fiercely protecting her children, Garner is rumored to have issued Ben an ultimatum: distance himself from J-Lo before the courtroom drama boils over. Why? Because the fallout from these tapes might not just scorch J-Lo's brand, it could singe everyone who stands too close, including Garner's family.
They go raid Puffy's house, and they get all these videos of J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that. And they know the fact that J-Lo lied and said that the gun was Sean's or whatever. That man just prison destroyed his life, and she knew it was Puffy.
As I said before, I'm innocent.
At the time, he and then-girlfriend J-Lo were both arrested. J-Lo wasn't charged and Diddy was ultimately acquitted, but what can we expect?
I'm quite sure they probably called the FBI gave respect. A courtesy call of Ben Affleck. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, we want to show you some things. It's about your wife. When he see this that her and Puffy was doing and who they were doing it with, I'm quite sure they gave him those tapes. And I'm quite sure he can never look at her the same. I'm quite sure they heading for divorce. Because, that's a man who had a good life. Great parents, don't spend a lot of money, ain't tripping out paparazzi. He's living his life. He got his own team. She done brought all the extra that motherfucker. He want out. He stayed married to J-Lo, he'd be broke. Instead of just doing movies, he'd be doing Yum Yum Donuts commercials. Next thing he'd be doing is Jack in the Box commercials.
Think about it. Garner has always put her kids first, shielding them from paparazzi and scandal. If there's even a whisper that J-Lo's legal troubles could touch her family, you'd better believe she'll act swiftly. For Ben, who's been wrestling with his public image for years, returning to Garner's fold might feel like reaching the calm eye of the hurricane, a safe haven while the storm rages on outside. But here's where it gets even more fascinating.
In the morning, you can either be making breakfast for your kids, making their lunch boxes, or you can be getting feeling paparazzi ready. And so, you know, I know which way I'm gonna go.
We've seen J-Lo face heartbreak and bounce back. We've watched her transform pain into chart-topping anthems and blockbuster moments. The big question now, can she outmaneuver this new reality? Especially if Ben and Garner lock arms and present a united front? Before we dive deeper into the emotional undercurrents and the next moves these A-listers might make, let's break down the timeline. How did we reach this explosive crossroad, where Hollywood's golden couple is suddenly fracturing under the weight of criminal investigations and whispered ultimatums? Stay tuned, because the next piece of this puzzle will flip everything you thought you knew on its head.
And my way of surviving was by working more and doing more and hiding that side of myself.
Let's rewind a bit and pinpoint exactly where this train started to derail. At first glance, Bennifer 2.0 looked like the Hollywood dream. Red carpet glamour, VIP events, and public declarations of everlasting love. But behind the scenes, tensions simmered. While J-Lo basked in the spotlight, sources say Ben grew increasingly uneasy, his smiles never quite reaching his eyes in those paparazzi shots. As the months rolled on, cracks in their fairy tale began to show. In private circles, whispers surfaced about J-Lo's relentless drive to keep their relationship in front of the cameras, something Ben reportedly compared to feeding an addiction.
So the thing you discover, like you do with alcohol, is that there isn't enough alcohol in all the liquor stores in the world to fill up that thing. And in Jennifer's case, I don't think there's enough followers or movies or records or any of the stuff to still that part of you that still feels a longing and a pain. Ultimately, that's the work that you've got to do on your own.
He wanted authenticity. She wanted the perfect image. It might have stayed a quiet struggle if not for the bombshell that dropped this past March. When the federal raids on Diddy's properties made headlines, few suspected a J-Lo connection. Yet, as rumors of incriminating tapes spread, the stakes skyrocketed.
It was the biggest heartbreak of my life. And I honestly felt like I was gonna die.
To outsiders, it appeared as if Ben's departure from J-Lo's home came out of nowhere. But insiders paint a different picture. It was the culmination of unease, mistrust, and a creeping fear of what might surface next. Ben's pivot back to Jennifer Garner, a woman known for her grounded approach and dedication to family, now makes chilling sense in hindsight. Meanwhile, J-Lo, no stranger to heartbreak, has been left on precarious footing.
I'm happy. I have a great life. I'm a good person. I live in a good way, and you know what? I have great friends, and I can call somebody and go anywhere and do anything. You know what I mean? Like those simple. I'm healthy.
Her once ironclad public image is under threat, not just from a breakup, but from the possibility of legal entanglements. And make no mistake, Jennifer Garner's quiet ultimatum may have forced Ben's hand, adding yet another layer to this knot of drama.
How do they feel at this point?
My eldest is grateful.
Wow.
See, and you just gotta be in the long haul.
I mean, it's a long haul. I have a couple more to go, so just knock on wood. We'll see if I really hang in there.
But it's not just about romance or scandal anymore. It's about control, legacy, and what kind of story these A-listers want to tell the world. Is this the end of Bennifer, or just the beginning of something far more complex? Stay tuned, because we're about to peel back another layer.
When I was reunited with the love of my life, and we decided we were going to be together forever.
As we move forward, it becomes clear that what's at stake goes beyond any love triangle. For J-Lo, the looming possibility of becoming entangled in legal drama isn't just a threat to her romantic storyline, it's a direct hit to her carefully curated image. For years, she's been the queen of reinvention, turning heartbreak into hits and setbacks into spotlight moments.
Don't drink. You don't drink at all? You just drink?
No, I'm not a drinker. I just never started. It was another one of those things my mom just never, was like, don't drink, don't do drugs, you're gonna die. I'm like, okay, it's like in my head.
But this time, the script isn't hers to write. If those tapes surface, the narrative shifts from a Hollywood romance to a courtroom revelation, something she can't easily spin with red carpet smiles or PR charm. On the other side, Jennifer Garner has stepped into a quiet position of strength. While she's never courted the spotlight the way J-Lo does, her grounded lifestyle and unwavering focus on family give her an undeniable edge right now. In a world where image is currency, Garner's authenticity and stable track record shine brighter than any paparazzi flash. cash. By drawing a line in the sand, urging Ben to cut ties before the scandal detonates, she's essentially claiming moral high ground. It's a power move wrapped in maternal concern, and it's working. Meanwhile, Ben Affleck finds himself straddling two worlds, one of glitz and relentless public scrutiny, another of quiet domesticity and emotional safety. His actions over the next few weeks could reshape public perception of him entirely. Will he step further into Garner's protective bubble, distancing himself from the chaos? Or will the gravitational pull of J-Lo's star power lure him back into the maelstrom? As fans, we're on the edge of our seats, wondering if J-Lo's next move is pure damage control, strategic misdirection, or something more heartfelt. Will she attempt a comeback narrative, shedding tears on talk show couches and penning heartfelt ballads to reset the record? Or will she go on the offensive, challenging the credibility of these allegations and the authenticity of the tapes? Stay tuned, because in the next video, we'll examine the possible chess moves J-Lo could make to regain control, the legal battles that may lie ahead, and why insiders believe this scandal could leave permanent scars on everyone involved, even if the truth never fully comes to light. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you want us to shed more light on this Bennifer and Garner saga. Leave a comment and let us know if you are Team Bennifer or Team Garner.